Hi everyone, my name is Rito. Welcome to Coxygen Global, a Cardano Life Technical Smart Contract Support Service. Today is 8 October 2024 and I'm with Israel, Oscar and Xavier. Yeah, I think you can start, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so today we'll be looking at how to write a test code, and so we are trying to see how we can get it to run, so we can be able to directly run the test code. Because I need to install. I think you just type npm install before you run and type npm run.
Okay. Let me do this. So I'm trying to just share the whole window so that you can see what I'm busy with. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
So I should, inside pages, I should run npm install, right? Or run dev.
Yes. Install.
npm install first.
Yes.
Okay, it's busy installing. Please give it some time. Please wait for it. It's taking longer than I expected.
Okay. Did you try running npm install on your VS Code?
Now since I've started this side, I'm avoiding to do it again on this side.
Okay, okay. While we are waiting for it to load, I think I can just begin to talk on what the codes and how it works.
Yes, most definitely.
Okay.
You can go for it. Can you see the screen
All
properly
right.
for you to explain?
Okay. Yes, I can. Yeah, yes, I can see it. Okay, where is it? Okay, all right. I can see it now. First of all, the file we'll be using for testing is the gimbar.js file. If you look at line number 36, we are importing
Mm-hmm.
just two file,
Objects,
that's
right?
opt and
Yeah,
g.
object.
And of
Yes.
course, the beauty of Jimper testing, yes, opt. The beauty of Jimper testing is directly from this opt, which is like a switch. You can make some changes or on the testing, unlike console.log. For instance, if you want to change anything, you have to go through the whole code, changing each console.log, which it may be very stressful. But from here, you can make your changes. If, for instance, you are running the test and you only want it to display only failures, you see opt slash fails only, for instance, all you need to do is change it to
Yes.
1, and it will run only failed tests. And of course, if you want it to run all tests, that's opt slash underscore r. You change it to 1, it runs. That's opt underscore t rather. It runs all tests. It's already 1, so it runs all tests. Now, when you look at line 43, opt underscore tno, that is the number of okay, let's take for instance, you can you scroll down a little? I just want to explain that opt tno. I don't know if what I need to explain it is here. I don't think it's here. Okay, just go back up. Go back up. Let me just explain it. No, like go back to where. Okay, for instance, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so if you want your test opt underscore tno is to set the number of times you want your test to run. Take for instance, you want it to run. You see, it's 1,000. It means
Yes.
once you try to run this code, it runs the test 1,000 times, and you see it's going to give you a lot of test results to be so much. Okay, so it's just to set the number test to run, and opt underscore minimum, that's minus 100. That is, it's just to give it a range of values. Let's take for instance,
Oh,
you are writing a function that multiplies two numbers. Multiplies two numbers. You want to give it an argument of two numbers. It takes two numbers, multiplies it, and returns the multiple of two numbers. But then you want to make the argument. You want to give room for a wide range of numbers. You don't just want to say x, the first argument is 5, the second argument is 3, so 5 times 3, 15. But you want to give room for a wide range of numbers, let's say ranging from if you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's just to give it a range of values from minus 100 to plus 100. I don't know if you understand me. Okay. So now let's go to the first line. Um, line 57. There's a test code there after contract. I don't know if you can expand it. J.test. Uh, I want to see other line 57. I think most of it. Okay. Yes, J.test, get server props, contract directory. Now the syntax behind writing J.test, the get server side props is just when so that when you're running your kit where the error is coming from. This is the reason for this. In writing a J.test, you need to write the group. You need to write the name of the function or the name of the function or the variable. That's the const variable, the name of the variable, and then so that when you run the test, what you see here will display in the console, and then you can trace it to your code. You see the first thing saying get server side props. That is just the name of the group. You can see line 54 says function get server side prop. That's the name of the group. Every other thing we are writing is under that group. Get server side props. This is I'm just explaining the description. So when you are running the code, it makes it easier for whoever it is that will then rectify the error to locate where the error is coming from. So it says
So all the
the
errors
group
that
is get server side. Yes, go ahead.
oh, so in this instance, get server side props is like the name of the group for all the errors that will be
Yes,
generated from.
yes, this particular
Okay, cool.
function.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
From.
Now, the next thing after that is the name of the variable, which is contract directory. We are testing this line of code to see if the object that returns to the variable is as expected. So the name of the variable right there, contract directory, and then we write the name of the variable itself, the one showing blue. Please take note of the um the double column we used in writing the description. Now, if you notice, after the contract directory, you see the one label showing blue in color is just the name of the variable itself. You write it like that so that when it's running the test, it knows you are running the test for the contract directory variable. Now the next thing is dot string. Dot string. The reason why we use dot string there is because the object we are expecting to be assigned to the contract directory variable is a string. We have different types. We have objects, we have boolean, that is true or false, we have numbers, we have greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. But in this case we'll be using dot string. because we are looking at, in this case, we are expecting a string to be assigned to the variable we just declared. I don't know if it's clear.
No, no, so far so good. So technically what's happening right now, whatever that's gonna be returned from j.test will be converted to a string.
Yes, it depends
Okay.
on the variable you are testing. It could be a variable that you should expect to receive a number, just like the one that has to do with values. Instead of writing dot string,
Okay.
you write dot num. But in a case where you are not sure of what object it may assign, you can just write object directly. Because I asked Sabina about this, he said just write object. In a case where we are dealing with smart contracts, sometimes the value assigned may be numbers and alphabets. So in that case,
Yes, yes.
just write dot object. So that covers whatever it is that will be assigned to the constant variable that you just declared. So you just type dot object. So this is one basic way of writing a test code. Now let's go a little bit deeper to just scroll down a little. There's something else I want to show. Yes, please scroll down. Please, okay, yeah, hold on. Now,
So right about here, why?
first of all, let me.
Oh, line 82.
No, continue. You have a question.
Oh, I wanted to ask, so in terms of this console.log, is it necessary or we can replace it with a j.log kind of thing?
You can replace it. You can replace it with j.log.
And then in terms of using it like j.log, so what would be the difference?
Yes. First of all, change it to j.log.
Okay. So instead of this,
Or better still, I would show you where uh, where it was properly applied. You can just leave that. I will show you how.
or I can leave it.
Yeah, we'll get your point. Yes, you can leave it. Let's go. I'll show you where, because j.log, you can use it in place of j.test. For instance, you see this const optimize. Then you look at line
Yes,
83.
line
Instead of
83.
writing the whole yes, j.test home, you can just write j.log, open a bracket, then put a curly bracket, then you put the double column and write optimize. It just runs the test. But j.test makes it more descriptive. It makes it more descriptive. But you can replace it with j.log. Okay. Yes, you can
Okay.
replace with j.log. But in this case, we are using j.test so that it is very descriptive. It's about description. Whoever it is that is testing it, that is running the test code, can easily locate where the error is located. I mean, get where the error is located.
Compared to console.log, whereby the error is not specified where it's at.
Yes, yes. Now, when you look at line 82, j.s, open bracket home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if you go to the last part of the code, you will see j.e. Now, j.s and j.e, what it does is to give you the time it took for um, the whole test to run. Let's say you want to know how long it took for the test to know if it is taking longer time than normal. Okay, so when you how you write it is this. Now we are looking at home is a group. In fact, every of the functions we are all right. We'll be writing in this whole script. They are all in the home group. So when you go down, you see
Okay.
J.E, the same home. So it's the reason why is because you have to write it before the code. That is, as you can see, line 82. You need to write J.S above it. Then every of your codes, every of the variables you are testing should come next. Then when you are done writing everything, you go to the last line and write J.E and you put home. So this will help in giving you the total number of time taken to run the whole test. That is for the const optimize, const script, and every of the variables you are testing. The time it took to run everything and to run the whole test will be displayed in the console. So J.S and J.E is used to get the time, the number of time it's used to
So technically, J
run
dot
the whole
S is
test.
like J dot start time, and then J dot E
Yes,
is J dot end time.
yes, exactly. So
And then in this case,
yes,
I'm not seeing J dot E.
yes, it's at the last line. I added it at the last line. Let's say line
Of the
507
whole
after
code.
the whole. Yes, after the whole code. So
So
it will
why
give
is
us
it?
the
Why
time.
is the reason? Why was the reason for
Yes,
you to?
every of
Okay,
the.
wait. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh, here, J dot E home. Okay,
Yes,
cool.
yes, we are trying to get the time it took because I noticed every of the uh, codes written were all written in that home group. They were all written in that home group. So I had to add it there at the last line so that it would give me the time taken for all of the transactions to execute or the test to execute. So it gives you the execution time. J.S and J.E gives you the execution time, the time taken for all of your um, the variables to run, to execute everything you've written down, the codes, and the time it takes to get executed. So J.S and J.E gives you that.
Okay. So far, so good.
Okay. So you can go back up.
Up, up. Okay, here we are.
To line 80 to I think line 81. Okay. Yes. Now when you look at line 84, this is a we'll go deeper into description now. I will explain what this line of test code is. First of all, you have home telling us the group uh, where the variable we are trying to test is located, which is home. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. Then, sorry. Now, optimize. Now, what the implication of this code is this. When you run it to your console, what it will display on the console will be optimize, a bracket will open, and then what will be in the bracket will be the actual object that have been assigned to optimize. Now we are trying to display it. Before, normally the initial way of how we when we thought at first, we just write optimize and then we just write the optimize description, and then of course you write optimize again showing the variable. But now you want it
Hmm.
to display actually what was actually assigned to it. This will work better when you are looking at an object. So if you want it to display what was actually assigned, of course you say optimize, you open bracket double colon plus then optimize, like as you can see there. So the implication of this, it tells you what was actually assigned, equal to false, equal to false. I don't know if you understand me, Oscar.
So why would you make it equals to false exactly?
Yeah, because in the line of code we just wrote, it says const optimize is equal to false. So we just want to like make it more descriptive. I don't know if you understand. We want to make it more descriptive. This is what is in the code. This is what we want. We want const optimize to be equal to false. And we want a situation where when we test it, it will actually be false. But then we want it
Okay.
in a way while you are testing it, it it displays what you wrote down in a line of code. Optimize the value, the actual uh, uh, value of optimize equal to false. Then optimize. This is what we are looking at, is more on description. What makes testing
Okay.
very good or beautiful is how descriptive it is. That's what makes it more good. The more descriptive it is, the more it's easier to locate an error and to
Pinpoint
fix
the
it.
error. Okay.
So yes, pinpoint the error and fix it. So this format you see here is so descriptive to the point that it not only tells you the line of code or displays the line of code, it also shows you what was actually assigned to the variable. That is what plus optimize plus is. So it tells you what was actually assigned to the variable.
So it's gonna tell us what was assigned to the variable optimize, and
Yes,
then whatever that was
yes,
assigned to
exactly.
that variable, we wanna make it false.
Yes.
Okay.
Then optimize, then that question mark. The question mark there is to ensure that the test code we have written is actually correct. It's um it's like uh how would I put it? When you run a test, it will also test the j.test you wrote. So that question mark is also very important. You may I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes. So that question mark you see after optimize, that's after you close brackets up to the question mark you see there. That's what it does. Um it queries, yes, that's the word. It queries the test code you wrote for errors. It queries it.
Okay. I think
Then
I'm
dot
following.
bool, then dot bool there. Since we are looking at the variable is accepting an object which can be false or true. So we use boolean, or we use dot bool because we are dealing with a boolean value now. So we use dot bool.
So that we converted the results of the
Then
test to a boolean.
Yes, dot bool. So when you go to line 86, yeah, props.script, of course, as string. That should tell you that whatever is assigned to script must be in form of a string. So we have it again home. We have script plus script. It will tell us what was actually assigned to it if it is a string or not. You know. So you can see I am just picking the code. You can see that I'm just taking the line of code I'm testing and putting it in the description. I am picking the line of code. I am putting it in the description. So after you write the group name, you can just write script equal to props.script as string and putting directly like that into the description. But then the only difference is the brackets, the double column, and then the plus plus with the script in between, showing us um, what was actually assigned to the script variable. But I'm picking the line of code like that. I'm placing it in the description. So to make it more descriptive. So yeah, this is I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, making it more descriptive. So so when you test it directly from the console, you already know the line of code, you already know. No, it makes your work very easy when you are testing and when someone wants to identify the error, you already know the line of code that was written. Okay, maybe then you can now perhaps from there be able to make your corrections. So in testing, we try to make it very descriptive. So that is what I'm doing now. That's what I try to do here. And then, of course, you write the script. Script there says the name of the constant variable. It's necessary you put it there so that when it's testing, it tells you the actual variable to test. And of course, you have your question mark again, then dot string, because um, the object assigned to script variable is a string. So you say dot string, and then the double brackets and the column. So you continue like that. You go to the next line of code, the same thing as string. You pick the code, place it in the description, then add the plus plus nums network params URL, that is um, to make whatever was actually assigned to be displayed. So this is how you would go do for each line of code like that, like that. Um, so I just explain how to write it and why we are writing it this way and what it does. The implication of writing these codes like this. I don't know if you understand me, Oscar.
Yeah, so far, Xavier, I'm able to understand how you're using the J test, the syntax, you know. So far, so good. Even though I might say I might need a bit more explanation in terms of the description part, this portion. You see how you use the script plus plus script and how you use the network
Yes.
parameters plus yes. Those are just the minor technicalities. I might just need to dive in a bit more. But so far, I can see the structure, see the context. I'm understanding a bit by bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, when Mr. Bernard taught us, he used a simple function and he assigned some numbers to, uh, he declared some variables and assigned some numbers to it. And then he did this plus plus you see here. And then when he ran the code, it displayed the value that was actually assigned to the X variable. It displayed it on the console. You see it there. So that's what it actually does. I don't know. I don't have the test he used. I think he sent it to the group. he used a simpler function to explain this. Then I had to just apply it in this line of codes directly.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So I think that'll be all right.
Yeah, so far that will be alright, I guess. But now it's a matter of actually putting into practicals.
Okay, okay.
So which portion of this test didn't you work on, and then we can try to work on it right now?
You can bring up yours so we can look at it together.
So you were done with this index.txt in terms of testing and all of it.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we can try to work on set up. Let me see something.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Are you done?
Uh,
Let me know once you are done. How many people are here? 2, 4, 5, 6. Rito, can you invite those who said they want verification? Can you invite them? Invite everyone to come so that at least I try to spend very little time and assist. Because the biggest problem I have now is just catching up with this milestone that was done.
Okay, sir.
Try to invite them. As we are waiting for others, any other questions from you people? Right. If there are no questions, let me just wait a little bit. Otherwise, oh, you are recording this. If you are recording this, then it's fine. Maybe. How many of you are those who are doing buy and sell here? How many of you were trying buying and selling?
I'm the only one here.
Was there any success?
No, still working on it.
Where are you having a problem?
Yesterday when I didn't have time to touch on it, but it's the same. Can I show you? Or
Is it running? That's my question. Or it's not running? I'm interested in the buying part. Remember the selling, we were able to do it.
yeah, so the buying I've not done it yet.
Okay, you've not done it. Anyone who has tried the buying? Okay. All right, let's do this. I think we can carry on now. We can start. So let us stop recording for this one where you were doing some testing. Right, what I need you to submit all your test code, I think the best thing, give it to Rito. Rito has got a list, so that I've got your name with your FTP link where you have got your test code, or you've got your documentations where you've done some documentations, or where you have done some other task, technical documentation, user documentation. Basically, the biggest problems I'm having are on testing, documentation, user documentations. Those are lacking. They are lacking. I only put 2 per milestone, which means I must have a minimum of 2. But it's very hard for me to get quality. Quality 2 documentations, user manual, 2 documentation, technical, and then at least 2 test code. Then I also need 18 to 20 user documentations. The reason why I'm not getting it, all right, is you are not doing what I suggested you do. It is a problem not only of you, it is a problem of everybody, even myself. It is the nature, the way we were made. We were made. So please don't take it personally, or like I'm pointing fingers at a certain person. The truth is, I'm pointing fingers at myself, you, everyone who is a developer, whether you have a degree or you don't have a degree. These things are human nature. That is how I am looking at it, because I'm not only facing it with student developers, even with people who are experienced developers. That is why management or project management requires to put in place systems and policies to keep on guiding developers, new, old. We have got on the developer advocate, they've introduced what is called contribution letter. You remember, you guys are now able to contribute to Cardano now. So you can join other Cardano where they are using Helios, and you can still contribute there, can find jobs, can work, you can start your own. Like in this case, I would like us to field another project on the Catalyst for Fund 13 on Cardano smart contract. There's been a little bit of improvement with the Helios, but it's not up to standard. Okay, let me explain this human nature weakness. Or before I explain it to all of you, let me check that, are you aware of the weaknesses we are having as developers? I want us to just list the weaknesses we are having as developers, ones that you on yourself have seen or seen in others. The reason, if we do not know our weaknesses, then you cannot correct because you don't see that as a weakness. That is going to make a very difference when you are employed as a successful employee or as employee who is developing. Hello? Hello? Yes, how are you? Is it possible that I can call you, we have a meeting, so that I conclude this Coxygen meeting that I'm having? Just wait for power. Then I'll try to contact you later today. Whatever you have, if you can send so that I can have a look at it. But I'll try to contact you later today. No, don't give me password and email. Be patient. We have to adapt everything. We have to change. That is why I'm saying let's have a meeting later today, even around 8. Yeah. 6. Yeah. Mm. Let's try 6. Yeah, because now I've got Coxygen, I've got developers. I just want to take as little time as I can with them. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting you. Right. Sorry, there was a call. Let me try to be quick with this one here. What I needed us to know is you people, we were very fortunate that this project was a funded project. I've got other university students who are going to join from Kenya, from other countries. I think even I'll get some from India. Whether they are students or new developers or what, I don't mind. So what I want people to be aware of is what are our shortfalls? How do we fix them? When do we fix them? Can you just list for me what you have seen as a shortfall? When I say a shortfall is something that needs to be improved. Let's discuss this quickly. Rito, let me start with you. Are you online? Is your network all right? Please unmute and give me feedback here.
Hello?
Yes, go on.
I think consistency is our weakness.
Consistency, that's correct. Please, let's have more. Israel,
Time management.
come again. I didn't get it clear.
Time management.
Management. Yeah. Management. Correct. Oscar.
So I think it's more of a thing of making the tasks more clear for everyone and everyone to know like their duties wherever they are situated. Developers need to be focusing on developing, you know, admin
Please,
needs to focus on admin. Yes.
clarity.
Just getting a clarity on each and everyone's roles and what they need to do and where to seek help
Yes.
for wherever they're having or they're experiencing troubles or difficulties.
Also, assistance with difficulties. Correct. Uh, Next one, Trifina. Hello, Trifina.
Yes, sir. I think for me would be like creating schedules because most of the time people don't really have that much of time to put in. But whether that is the case or not, sometimes it's dedication and all that. So I think maybe having schedules and all that will really help.
Having personal schedules or schedules, dedications. It's correct. Mary.
Yes, I'll go with what Christina said. A timetable was drawn, but we didn't follow it because I'm sure there are students here and then there are people who do other things too. So maybe getting the time to always be around and being consistent wouldn't help them. So a
Yes.
schedule.
Please. Yes. Finish up, Mary.
Okay, I'm done. Getting a schedule.
Yes. I want everyone to know one thing that I'm putting across. Even myself, I have the same or similar weaknesses. Actually, a person doesn't see his or her own weaknesses. People outside, they see them. Right? From your side, you say, hey, Spanda is doing it this way. If he was doing it this way, it was going to be better. On my side, I'm saying, okay, these people are doing it this way. If they had been doing it this way, it's better. Now, we as Coxygen here, we are among 300 funded catalyst communities. We are Cardano developers. Not only Cardano developers, we are developers for WIMS, Cardano, which is a bigger community, African community. To tell you the truth, Catalyst, when it's looking at these things, sometimes I don't think they are happy. They are just seeing dishing out money. Then the projects are not being closed, or some are stalled, some no communication. That is a very huge inter-network of problems. Okay, now I'm going to look at us here in Africa. In Africa, our outputs are very few when it comes to IT. Remember, Cardano is a developer, mostly developer community, IT. Our output is very few. For example, since May till now, we are struggling to just do a buy-sell NFT using Helios. I have put that table with ADA rewards, hoping maybe it's going to motivate people quickly put up time. It doesn't make any difference. I've put in this US dollar reward for documentation for this and this and this and this and this. Still, there is nothing handed in. If something is handed in, it is either a duplicate. There are those people here, I picked up a lot of duplicates. I ended up finding them. Then they told me they are brothers. Then I said, I want to verify them. If they don't come today, I'm not going to entertain them. That is the other thing. People are always trying to contact me personally, creating a good relationship, which is okay. But I will not give you any incentives for non-outputs, for no outputs that are clear and that are taking Coxygen from step 1 to step 2. You can come after 3 years and do it, then you will get paid. Because it is a challenge that I'm having now. For these past 2-3 weeks, I'm trying by all means to cover the gap, but I'm realizing it's too much. Then I realized my management was very poor. Maybe in the beginning I should have straight away hired 3 developers, straight 3, and then worked with those 3. But I don't want it that way because, number one, these Cardano projects are projects meant to grow communities in Ghana, in Nigeria, South Africa, in India, like that. We need to give you a platform where you grow in Cardano development. And we know you are a student, but you have to also get exposure, half. You know, some of you are working half, like that. But in the event that there is no output, that is why right now I'm not sleeping. Every day I'm trying to push within a short time to make sure that at least there are some things I can show that are working, smart contracts that I can show that are working. The other truth is some of these Cardano smart contracts or Cardano domain-specific languages are not simple. Our normal language is JavaScript. No, it's very simple and straightforward. PHP, Java is very simple and straightforward. The Cardano itself is not simple. So one of the shortfalls we in Africa, we are not aware that that is a mathematically based, very challenging area. We will get it right when we put more hours. We have schedules, we put more hours, and then we try a lot, we share, we communicate 24/7. Then after some time, we are going to find it very easy. Apart from that, right? So I really don't know what I'm going to do, because now I'm in October. They are supposed to be closing these projects, and I'm still on milestone 1. I'm still trying by all means to see where are other things that you guys did I can submit. So it's still a deadlock. I know students who are writing and finishing. Once they write and finish, they go. They will never come back. That is the trend. And again, they get jobs in South Africa very quickly. Most of these students in South Africa, they get jobs very quickly. The moment they graduate and start applying, they quickly get jobs and go. So that is the challenges that we are living in. The next thing now, when we close a month, we're supposed to get incentives, supposed to incentivize you for effort put. I sit down here, still there is nothing. I get a lot of duplicated submissions. I get a lot of simply stick things. I get a lot of, but I was there, I attended, I was there. It's like it's a charity. It's like it's a charity. It's not charity. It is not charity. It's either you commit or you don't, and then you don't get anything. When you commit and I'm not seeing it, you are free to contact me personally. I prefer with Read or with others, so that there is objectivity, so that it's not only me who is feeling there's nothing here. Free to come, show, display what you have. Okay, this is the thing I did. I did 1, 2, 3. Listen to what I'm going to suggest. If you bring JavaScript, it's out. It's for your own personal good that you are doing JavaScript. But remember, we did it as a base because Helios is JavaScript based. Number 2, if you bring anything that is not Cardano smart contract, it's out. It is automatically out. But if you were doing it in order for you to grow, so that when you come to the actual smart contract, it helps you, it is for you. You can't come here and claim or remind or expect anything. Nothing. Right. The other thing is a deadline. You must work with deadline and deliver what you are promising to Mr. Sivanda. I've got million promises here. I will give you tomorrow. I'll give you tomorrow. I'll give you. Nothing. When I go to your FTP accounts to show that, of course, you are not giving me anything, but every day you are working, what do I find? Nothing. I have made demonstrations to show you how every day you must be working. You are not taking those demonstrations seriously. And yet, you want me to take you seriously and give you incentives. It must be a two-way process. For me, I don't mind, even if the catalyst cancels this. To tell you the truth, I'm not a student. Number 1. Number 2, I don't need a job. I am the CEO of Top Technologies, CEO of WIMS Company, the CEO Global Coxygen, CTO of ABLT Tech in Australia. When I write my own software for customers, I am paid close to $1 million. I live on software. You can contact all my past students. They will tell you the policy for Bernard. You must write 2,000 lines of code daily. What I mean, you need to repeat, practice a lot so that you perfect your skill. That is what I've realized. The more you spend a lot of time talking, thinking, rationalizing, to rationalize. You are so good, you are well read, you are academic, you are in the cloud, you are rationalizing. In Africa, here we don't have resources. Here, Africa, we were disadvantaged by colonialism. Whatever, you turn political, you turn whatever. That doesn't help. If you have an opportunity, stop rationalizing. Use the opportunity. Don't sleep. Acquire that skill. You are lucky because at least you have an opportunity to that skill at your age. Others, millions and millions of Africans, don't even have that opportunity. If it's not an opportunity for you, then don't pretend it is an opportunity for you. No. That is what I have seen. You really need to commit. First thing, commit. Judge, okay, I need this, yes. How much time am I going to put per week? Stick to it. Evaluate, is it still benefiting you? No, leave. Communicate. But Mr. Swan, I'm going to try something else. In future, I might come back. You are always welcome. You can always leave and come back. You are welcome. When I am looking at your FTP accounts, they must be showing effort like this. They must be showing effort. Here I'm just showing you the one that I have been doing. Like this. When you see numbers per day, I have done 3 sessions. And sometimes each session is 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, up until here. But when I come to this other, there is nothing. Okay, that is number 1. There is nothing. Number 2, nothing. 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 Right. Something. But look at it. There's 3 October, 27 August, 28 August, 29 August, 31 August. But this person was here since May, June, July. Where were you working? Okay, there is another one here. You see, this again, inconsistency of naming your work, it creates a problem. I can't follow, even when I'm recommending you for a job. This one I've shown you. That is what I'm expecting. This is what I'm expecting. Each folder is one step upgrade with new features. It must never be the same. You copy, paste, things that are the same. Now, when we run each folder, it must have new features, new functionality, incrementally going forward. All right, let's go here. Nothing. I want you to see nothing. This explains why I'm not having anything. It's only one. Look at that. Look at this. Right, this one is better. But this one now, he is better. He has put it here. Which means here, you were supposed to follow that suggestion that make it on the root folder. Because now, when I just look at this immediately, I think there is nothing. But when I open inside, I can foresee in September, especially 3 September, this one. You see, 246 copied 3 times. That was 3 September. Plus this one was 3 September. And then plus this one was 3 September. So basically, 3 September, this person tried to do. Oh yeah, you were teaching, ne? I can see higher order functions, send data, show NFT, show, and then NFT there. You were teaching like this. But it's better, to tell you the truth, at least it's better than for recommendation. If somebody wants to employ us, okay, this is what Oscar did. I think there is a potential with this young man. It's better rather than when there is nothing and it's empty. Let us run through so that you see very few. I want you to look at May, June, July, August, September, October. We are on October now. Oh, Jesus. This is where there is a big problem. There's nothing here. Right. Nothing here. So you can already see there is a lack of following instructions. That is one most important thing in life. Learn to follow instructions. Believe me, where you are going to work or you are going to work, you are going to face the same problem. So basically here, very few, maybe one or two or three. I've gone through all this, everyone here. If somebody has been working a lot but was not using the FTP and was not using Helios or Cardano Smart Contract, then you are not a good communicator. Then lack of communication creates, what do you call it, lack of understanding each other. That is one thing that you need to follow. Right now, a lot of you wants me to sign your work integrated learning logbooks and say, give you all the marks. You are going to fail definitely. You are going to fail definitely. There's nothing here. What am I going to say? Even the games that I put there, I thought they were, there's nothing. So basically, I have shown to you the problem that we are sitting on. And I've said, it's not only you, it is all of us. I used to be like you when I was a student. But right now, I'm not a student. I'm very old. I've learned from my past years all the mistakes that you guys are going through. So that is how life is. So now, I don't even know what to do for September. But I'm saying to you, if you don't bring anything that is tangible, clear, that has got effort, you get nothing. Getting nothing, don't take it as a negative. No, take it as an opportunity. Go and fix it. Come back having fixed it. Here, I'm not taking anything. Remember, we have ruled out these simple things. JavaScript, front end, HTML, CSS, we are past that. We can't do these simple things for 2 years, 3 years. here in October, I want working smart contract. Right, we all have done transfer header, display header, front UI, JavaScript, whatever, retrieving information. Everyone here can do that. If you still can't do that, you are not serious. You are not serious. So I would want you get a smart contract running. If for some time you don't have time, no problem. If you finish it at some point later and you come, I'll look at it. When I tell you this is okay, then I will take it. You save it on your FTP. Then I will save it. Then I'll give you the incentive. You will get the incentives. Those incentives there, I'll try to keep them for Coxygen until some other people come and develop Coxygen and produce. They will get it. There is nothing that you were born for it. No, nothing like that. Even myself, I was not born for this Catalyst project. If the Catalyst project is closed, that is what I'm telling you. I am not losing. You are losing. Unless if you don't see it. I can't from May till now. No smart contracts are running. There is nothing to show, even right now for fund dating, even to show other communities, even to go to Cardano, even the Catalyst, because on Catalyst we go there and present. Go with you to the Catalyst. Show what you have achieved. You came here in Cardano, you didn't know how to code. Right now, this is what you can do. This is what you have produced. Things everyone can test, run with documentation. You produce a little thing. It mustn't do too much, like this is no. It mustn't do too little. It must be somewhere in between. For each project that you do, write testing, test code, write documentation, so that when you hand me the source code, you hand me the documentation, the project is running live. If it goes like that, then it becomes easy, right? Actually, a lot of you are still far behind in terms of. I was hoping by now, from May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months, you guys would have grown 6 steps up. We could be right now, maybe finishing Haskell. If we are battling with the Helio smart contract, some are already jumping to ICANN, to Lucid, they are jumping to Bluetooth, Haskell. You are jumping into more difficult areas. All right. I'm going to close this, then I'm going to go. What I will need you to do, all of you, you have got country reps. Nigeria has got representatives. And then Ghana, you have got representatives. South Africa, you have got representatives. Get together with your group representatives and strategize. Strategize. Strategize, all right, guys. We have a shortfall there. Let's fix it. Motivate each other. Fix it. If you country reps can motivate your people and you fix, at least I must receive smart contracts with a test, with the user, something that we can bring outsiders to test, working with a test code, with some features, some functionalities working. Come back to me. Right. then all those who have worked, they will get their incentives plus bonus. Then I will also give bonuses of 28 each to those 3 country reps that are we put up in place. If you have forgotten, go and check who your country reps are. I think that is one way I can say, here is another approach, go and do it. Get your country reps. Why country reps? Because I have a feeling sometimes that within your own country and culture, you understand each other better. Get together and say, you know what? Be positive and clear. Don't try to rationalize. You are dealing with an old, experienced man. And you are not the first time. I've been doing this since 2016. A lot of graduates have gone through my hands. They are working now. If you speak to them, they will tell you one thing. Listen to Bernard. Because where they are working, they have come back and phoned me and said, you know what, I want you to come and groom me again. I didn't understand when I was there because I was too young. They realized the lack of skills they missed when they were not listening to the opportunities I was giving them. For me, all what I want, I don't want you to pay me. I want you to perform whenever anyone, anywhere in the world calls me and says, right, Top or the Coxygen, no, I am looking for developers for Cardano. Say, come, check. Then I call all of you with your projects, with your FTP. The nice part with your FTPs, all your things are running live, that they are already deployed. It's a matter of you clicking a link, then they test. Then you see what? Then they must see talent, opportunities. Then they must say, all right, we would like to interview these ones. Go. Then you will be paid 1,000, 2,000 US dollar per month. Or even in South Africa here, I can tell you, companies are going to be calling me about you, that you have applied for a job, whatever. But if you have nothing, you have not been, you know what, you are buying time. Let's buy time. I will buy time with you also. Those are challenges that we are having. Let's stop talking about them morning, every day. Let's do. I have shown you, what do you call it? I have shown you the FTP, how to handle it and how to use it. If you can see, all those things that I have done that are working. They are working. They are moving from zero to hero till now. Right now, I'm asking you, who has done that? I've been spending the whole night doing the buy and sell with different smart contracts. It's working, it's easy, it's fast, it's there. It's something that all what you need to do is give yourself time. That is all what I see. I'm not supposed even to be doing it. You're supposed to be doing these things, and I'm supposed to be incentivizing you, seeing talent, incentivizing and even promoting more those that are hardworking, that are talented. So those are the challenges that I see. One mistake I'm not going to do, because I was bent my fingers in 2015. I am not going to incentivize substandard work, but I'm going to give you opportunities, chances to fix, to grow, to be out, because you are gaining a lifelong skill. Right. The incentives, if I don't give you incentives, you are not going to die. Those incentives are not going to disappear. They will always be there waiting for you. You can even come and ask how much. Then when I calculate and you. I might tell you, okay, you are worth 58 on what I have done. But you work here, go and complete it here and there. But the moment you have done that and I'm happy, I'll even give you a bonus. Otherwise, the other things that I see here, uh, it's a very big problem, a huge problem. And I am going to say, don't run away from this. What do you call this? Software development. Cardano lacks developers a lot. So if you run away from developers or whatever, good for you. You will at some point in time phone me and come back to me and say, you know what, you were right. Or another thing, when you come back, you will find I would have found others that are really doing and performing. Or you will hear Coxygen is a product. They are now running this. They have achieved this. They have achieved this. So those are the things that I really need clarification. So lastly, before I go, Rito, your people said I must come here and do verification. They are playing around with me. They won't see me again. I don't want any people calling me privately. Hey, this. Hey, this. When I check, it's duplicated work, simplified work. And then the other thing, there's too much talk. You can talk, but it will not change anything. Let us try to produce. Let us meet and talk at another level, having produced something. Otherwise, the biggest mistake that I have done, I've gone all over Cardano campaigning. Hey, we are Cardano smart contract technical support. When we ourselves can't even complete a buy-sell smart contract, then what technical support are you going to give? So these are things that are shortfalls, and they are created by all these things we have listed: lack of consistency, lack of management, no task clarity, communication, duties, task, no roles and duties, no assistance and difficulties, no research. When you've got difficulties, you need to communicate and research. You need to put yourself on personal schedules, group schedules, get things done. Dedication is lacking, no timetables, no follow-up, and therefore no incentives. If you have got any other needs, maybe I didn't see it, I was checking on a FTP work, and you were doing Cardano smart contract somewhere else, show me, bring it to me. If you don't show me, you don't bring it to me, what must I do? I would suggest then move it to your FTP and fix it. So that is what I can say. There is no need for me now to be spending 24/7 trying to fill in the gaps for all of you. And then I come back to all of you. Then I give you all of you incentives. For what? What I would rather do, I am going to keep those there incentives there for you. I will keep them there. Go and this time do and fill up those gaps. Then come back. Go to Rito, okay, this is what I have done. No copy paste, people. No copy paste. It must be something you write original, but it works. If you take some source code somewhere that is working like Coxylip, I'm giving you, use it. Use Coxylip. Coxylip has simplified things. Jimba has simplified testing. Helios has simplified Cardano smart contract development for you. So use this. When I come back, I'll be joining you. I'll be coming back to say, all right, to show you I've done this, done this. It's up to you to use it or not use it. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up Coxygen to other developers, not only students, all other bigger developers. And then from next year, we are going to move to Discord. So we are going to move away from WhatsApp to Discord. Then we are going to open up not only for students, we are going to be even heavily marketing it for all other senior developers. Why? Because there is no progress sometimes. I can foresee myself if from May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months, we have only moved 1 month or 1.5. Then all these other months, we are always trying to talk here and here. I don't know. I know the other big challenge that we are facing. We didn't have a solid IT and maths background. But that is not an excuse because this is a technical thing. We need to produce a technology that is working for people. You can't go to the communities there and tell them your smart contract is not developed because I'm from Africa. Doesn't make sense. Produce it and let it work. Let them test something. Okay, yeah, this is working. Okay, there are bugs. Yes, there are bugs, but it's working. They must see originality. They must see innovation. They must see something. Otherwise, we are going to be stuck here. We are going to be stuck here for 7 years. All right. There are other smart contracts that are very, 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 very profitable, like DeFi smart contracts, DEXs, decentralized exchanges, swaps, real world tokenization, and there are stable coins. There's so much demand for these other ones. I'm going to tell you the last thing that happened last week. I attended online a UJ, University of Johannesburg, show. This was a blockchain show. They were showcasing their projects, which they did. I'm going to send them to you. You are going to be very embarrassed. Those ones were they did projects. They went to the communities. The communities are using those traceability for agriculture. They did this mobile, whatever, you see them using it on the phone, agriculture, tokenized. But there are students here in UJ. So if you are telling me you are from Africa, what about these students from UJ here? So it's a matter of maybe you are not prioritizing it, or maybe when we come to Cardano, we are like babies, always crying, talking, rationalizing things. No, it's not going to work. Let's try to keep it up. I will want to put incentives where I see productivity. That's it. The other thing, we can be friends forever. Yes, good. You can say, all right, good friends here, good, yes. That one is going to be there. But I really feel bad. Imagine from May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months. But if from now till end of October, you try and improve and get something changed, that's going to be better. Yes, Oscar, over to you.
Oh, Mr. Ziwanda, since I recently finished with, on my behalf, I would like to apologize for any inconveniences and the big regulatory performance that we have put, that which led to us not meeting our goals. So one thing I've been doing was finishing off my side of the part in terms of testing, and I wanted to know more about the smart contracts that happen to be in demand, because I wouldn't say I've dived deep into them. I've only watched the several videos that you guys recorded and went through it just to get an understanding. So I would like to have more practical practice in terms of designing smart contracts, or if you have any direct directories that you can refer me to so that I can start with working on smart contracts.
Right, you need to go to GitHub. Let me show you. If, for example, you go to Coxygen, I have uploaded the videos. You'll see here May. You scroll up, and then there is July. Then there is August. August has got only 11, but there are some that I'm going to upload. And then the ones that I have for last week and for this week, I'm still going to upload them here. So you find them on our website, coxygen.com. Then if you go to GitHub, you can connect to GitHub straight from our website here. If you go down on the left side here where there is GitHub, you click that GitHub link, it will take you to here. Here I have uploaded the smart contract lock and unlock, and it is working. This one you can just download it, call the functions lock, and then give them the correct parameters and unlock. It is using a smart contract. So again, you will see it's client side 100%. There's chamber testing there. So that is a one. Now I have been trying right now, as you can see here. I was trying to complete the buy and the sell. Right, with the buy, it is working. So the sell, it's working. Sorry, man. It is this buy that is a challenge. This buy. But I'm almost done with the buy. The sell, selling tokens, is working. I can show you here. I've been testing it. There it is. If I go to this one, I was testing it now. 3 hours ago, I was you just send whatever you are selling to a smart contract with a price. Right now, what I want to do is to write this code to sell. It is running and throwing a small error. Maybe why I'm a little bit emotional is maybe I'm also stressed, because you see what, if I spend the whole night not sleeping, doing things that my people are supposed to have done. The other reason why I'm doing it is because there is nowhere else you guys can go and they get some working source code. So I have to give you some source code that is working, with the hope you take this source code, then you implement it in different smart contracts. The moment we have a marketplace for selling NFTs, you can use it for all other situations. So this one. Right, to also help you with more other smart contracts. Let me show you other smart contracts in other Cardano languages that are not Helios. I'll show you this, what do you call it? Cooper. It is Haskell and Bluetooth. They did. This is a company, I don't know, it's a company, it's a group. They did what we are doing in Coxygen, but they did it in Haskell and in Bluetooth. What I like with them, they've got more examples. They've got the minting scripts. We do have minting script. Native tokens, are able, all of us are able to mint native tokens. You are able to mint NFTs. That one it is always the beginning. The dummy contract, just working with a dummy contract, verifying with pub keys, multi-signature. We haven't done multi-signature. Game, there is a game there, there's vesting, there's crowdfunding, there's escrow. So these are some of the different smart contract examples you can do. Game with Helios. Remember, I introduced you to a Pac-Man game. It was never even finished. Maybe I don't know. The Pac-Man game was not even finished. The Snake game was not even finished. Right, the vesting is that lock and unlock that I've given you on GitHub. You'll create that. It is similar to the crowdfunding. It's very simple. The escrow is another thing you can do with what we are doing with Helios. So this is in Haskell Bluetooth. This is a Haskell Bluetooth, and it works. This thing works. This rapid application development is similar to what I have here for you. Similar. The only difference, we are using Helios JavaScript. They are using Haskell. Which one is better? It's the same. Depends. The same. If you are from Haskell, you'll be more comfortable with the other one. If you are from JavaScript, you'll be more comfortable with this one. This one for Coxygen, it has got live deployment of your smart contracts. You can search and test them straight live online. So which means if you do something that is working, like ticketing, giving tickets and checking out tickets for attendees, you can send the link straight to event organizers. Then they can use it straight without any change. The only other things that are missing here are back-end database and the server-side scripting using PHP. So that is the answer I can give to you. I'm a bit tired, I'm a bit stressed, I'm a bit sleepy because I'm just thinking
Sure.
now. Yes, go ahead.
So is it possible if I can join you in terms of working on this program, sir? And then I can try to help wherever I can. And then, as you said, you're also missing some background database. So
Why
that's
have
one
you
part.
not been doing it before, Oscar?
My September was quite tight, so in terms of the CA test schedule, I was trying to juggle everything, but I couldn't, so I had to focus on the
Why
school
are
more.
these others lagging behind? That is my second
So,
question.
so I have no idea. I wouldn't want to be answering on their behalf because I've been trying to follow
Okay,
up with
what
them.
I am asking you to do, guys, organize country groups, those country leaders. Get to them, let them get together, and then motivate their people to work and produce. And then supervise them, Rito, check on them, see. I know some are going to disappear. Okay? They are going to disappear. Don't worry. It has always been happening. Instead of fixing your problem and coming back and getting paid, you disappear and you go and talk. You can go and talk. The talk doesn't produce any smart contract that is running. Cardano needs smart contract developers quickly. They need these things quickly, yesterday. So you can't get money from a customer. Customer is paid. Do this for me. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it for you, but pay a deposit. Customer pays a deposit. Then from there you are not delivering. Talking. You're not delivering. So that is it's not going to work. Get down. The other reason why I'm a little bit tired. The whole night I am working on this thing. And the other thing, even when I give you things that are simple and they are there on Coxlip to use, to tell you the truth, very few. I've got about 2-3 people who are taking Coxlip functions, running them and testing them. You, Oscar, you are JavaScript. You were teaching JavaScript there. What makes you fail to take Coxlip functions and then implement them? Put a UI and get some smart contract examples running, even up to 10 different ones. What makes you fail? If you can teach JavaScript, higher order functions, then what makes you fail to use the functions of Coxlip? What
So
makes
to
you
be
fail?
honest, it's a matter of me not managing my time properly so that I can fully
Yes,
invest
thank you,
the
thank you,
time
thank
needed.
you, thank you, thank you. You are very honest there. Very honest. You know what? That's virtue. Yes, you are very honest there.
But sir, to be honest, I can do it. I can definitely
Contact
do it.
Rito, always Rito is here organizing, coordinating this. If you need anything, contact Rito. Rito is gonna contact you and show you do this, do this, do this, do this.
Yes.
So
And then in terms of the activities and then the incentives for September, I don't know how we do
no one has
communicate
got
that.
anything for September because of we are trying. I am coming here talking about September now because there is
Yes,
nothing
yeah,
handed.
I'm talking about fulfilling for stuff. Like if we can just wrap up this week with all of the activities that we need to do for September so that we can quickly start and move forward with the smart contracts.
Yes, I'm going to give you incentives. If you, this is the Rito, just go, everybody, even those people, they mustn't get me wrong. If you can go and wrap up and get those things done for September, send links. I see. Send links. I want to see running smart contracts. People who have been promising me, I'm going to get whatever. Was it buy, sell? Going to get this and this. They are no longer they are I don't know where they are. Get it this week. If you get it this week, give it to Rito and send me a list. I will test. The moment I see okay, this thing has been fixed, then I'll get back to you. I'll call you. Say, all right, this one will give you something, will give you this. At the moment, what I am doing a catch up on my own to try by all means to get basic, at least basic smart contracts on Helios done and there. Then I'm then going to run around doing the testing, going to run around doing the documentation, then I'm going to run around doing the technical. documentation and design. Then I'm going to submit.
So is
Not
it
a
possible
small.
for me to partake with that?
Yeah, but you have failed till now. Look here, Oscar. If you had done it till now, I wouldn't be talking to you. Perhaps you'll be the first one paid. And why will
Yes,
I be
and
doing it if
I'm
you
taking
had done it?
full responsibility. Yes, I'm taking full responsibility on the lack of performance on my side, and I'm trying to do best to actually get back on the feet. So while
Just give
participating in
yourself
you,
hours. Right, all right, give yourself hours. Okay, let us be positive because
yes,
sometimes I've got too much pressure. Because right now there are lots of things I have to be doing, but now I'm spending the whole time coding. See, where are my developers? Eh? Where are they? It's either they feel like I'm using them. Why will I use you? Eh? Why will I use you? For what? I'm not selling anything that we are doing at the moment. We are just doing open source work. But do it, produce it, present it, communicate. Every month, you must know there is a line of incentives, financial incentives in EDA for you. Every month. I think I'm going to get Mary and the marketing guys to go again looking for Carano Smart developers. Then I'm going to specify clearly that they need to know certain basics. They don't have those basics, then we'll go through screening. Go ahead, Oscar, get everyone who can. The library is there. At least exhaust that library. It's working. I'm not talking about things that are not working. It is
sir,
working.
Mr. Bernard.
Yeah.
So for the smart contracts, I'll be working with the following repositories: the lock unlock, and the loot testing, right? Using the Coxylib library.
The lock and the unlock is working. Okay.
So it's done.
Right.
There's nothing needed for that.
Let me tell you the smart contract right now. You see, we are in October.
Yes, sir.
In October now, we should be producing smart contracts that have got more features. Given that now this is the 7th month.
Okay.
All right. Get me all these basic things like a marketplace. Let's try to get this marketplace where you can sell something on a market space on using a smart contract running. And then we can have other examples like the exchanges like atomic swap. You have got a ADA. This one has got a WIM token. You want to buy, it's like buying, but you are swapping.
Like
Let's get,
bartering kind of thing.
yes, but remember it's using smart contracts.
Yes,
So
sir.
atomic swap, decentralized. And then, you know what, Oscar, where I will tell you. You are lucky because you are talking to somebody. I'm not going to ask for money. The money is there. If you do, like, for example, mini swap, these mini swap, but they're a little bit complicated, those ones. I don't think you'll ever be able to get there. But we must have a portfolio of good, what do you call it, good examples, which when we give it to other Cardano, what do you call it, developers, they are going to be happy. they are going to be happy to say, okay, yeah, you know what, at least Coxygen has produced 1, 2, 3. Otherwise, I can tell you the truth. They're going to say, oh, Mr. Spanda, hey, Williams Coxygen is top, 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 top. There is nothing. Those guys can't even do one smart contract. Then will look very embarrassed. Definitely, we are going to be embarrassed. And yet, most of us here are graduates from universities. You must have high research skills. Let's improve on this. Okay, let's improve on this. If you have got difficulty, if things are difficult, send me questions in the group. Ask. Send your code, upload your code like that. Trito, what do you say? What do you say, Israel? Let me hear from you.
My laptop turned off, so I wasn't. Yeah, I don't know what the point was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just joined that recently again.
You just joined now.
Yeah. So I don't know what you was discussing. What was the?
We're
All
mainly
right.
talking about.
It's the completion of work. You were there yesterday when we were doing the buy and sell, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes.
How far? Is it able to buy and sell now?
Only able to sell. It's just the buy part. Once we're done
Are
with the
you able
buy,
to buy or sell?
so the sell part is we're done. It's just the buy part.
All right, let me share my screen. I'll stop recording.